Hi, this is just some very loose thoughts that I have regarding coaching and mentoring, especially coming up to 10 years with the academy that I've been running, Awesome Academy. Got the 10-year anniversary in February 2026. So I'm going to write this all up into an article and I'm going to share it just as I'm having the loose thoughts because I've got a new coaching program starting on the 20th of September and I've been in connection with hundreds of people and I've seen the difference between those people that make progress and those that don't. I've got many people that sign up to the WhatsApp group, sign up to the Facebook group, and just observe, very rarely actually taking part. So let me get along with the loose thoughts. So let's start off with the basics. Every person is unique. Every person's DNA is built up with different blocks. So their physical body, their attributes, their traits are very unique. They're special to the individual. Not only is the person very unique, but their environment, their upbringing, their opportunities, the problems, issues, challenges they have are all very unique. So, how can one person help another? How can a person like myself, who's totally different to someone else, have any insights into that person's current situation, their life? Well, as much as everyone's individual and unique, there's common patterns, there's common alignments that everyone has. And you can use generalizations because a lot of the time when people have problems and issues and challenges, to the individual, it can feel like they're the only one going through it, but pretty much guaranteed either someone else has gone through something similar or there's another relatable experience. And now, regardless of everything, underlying all experiences is states of mind, emotions. These are all labels that you can apply that people can relate to. Most people are not living fully in the present, and their current existence is a combination of all past events that they've had, their experiences, their pain, their trauma, their desire, their wishes, their dreams, the current situation they're in right now today, and the future where they want to get to, and something different that they want to change, something to either improve and a betterment of their life, or something that they actually want to get rid of. One of the challenges I have when I'm running coaching and programs is that when they come into the space, they come into the present state of where they are right now, but they really don't have full details of how they got into that situation. Very rarely do people keep journals about where they've invested their attention, their time, their money, their finances. They don't track things. So when they come right now, they're just giving a very surface overview of what's happening right now, and then they come up with reasons and justifications of where they are right now without actually tracking back what's actually happened in the past. I'll give you an analogy. If an individual took a photo of themselves at the first of the month every month for 3 years and they presented a folder and said, here is how I physically have looked every month, you can see instantly what's been going on regarding their physical appearance because the data and the information is there to reference. So you can identify areas to ask questions. For example, if someone's appearance has changed and it's gone up in weight or it's deteriorated, you can actually ask what is going on here. And same thing if it's improved, you can ask what's going on here. So the photograph is an analogy of a physical representation, but very rarely do we have um, tracks of our mental states, our financial situation, our relationship states, our family, our living environment, all these different metrics that we could track to see whether they've improved or deteriorated. The starting point of any coaching program really is asking someone, where are you right now? The balance wheel of life exercise is a really good tool to ask someone to assess their level of satisfaction. what their standards are, what their expectations are, what their desires are, and how they're measuring whether they're actually successful in that area or not. The Wheel of Life is a very good starting point, because to ask someone how they feel about their life as it is right now is very difficult. Whereas if you can segment it, break it down into, the Wheel of Life has got 8 categories, it chunks it down, it breaks it up to actually get more specific in detail, which is why I always use that exercise regularly. The Wheel of Life is similar to the photograph. It's a snapshot of someone individual measurement and satisfaction of where they are right now. Separate to the Wheel of Life, because I approach things with a systems thinking, I would ask, what systems do you have in place? What structures, what processes, what behaviors, what habits are both contributing to an improvement in these areas, and which ones are detrimental? Which habits, which behaviors are beneficial, and which ones are detrimental and pulling you down? Because then you can start identifying areas of improvement. And what we're actually looking for, and these are the key terms here, we're looking for highest impact, maximum rewards, where we can apply leverage, so a small amount of effort can produce an incredible reward. Now, that small amount of effort does not mean that it's an immediate reward. This is where consistency, persistence, and perseverance comes in to go towards the bigger things. Unfortunately, what happens is a lot of the things that will provide the biggest rewards in life require consistent effort over a period of time. Whereas the things that provide immediate gratification are tricks of the mind, tricks of the way things work, where we seek soothing, instant gratification, but in the long run, they keep us stuck in the same situation. And this is one of the problems with people joining coaching and mentoring groups, or reading books, or going to seminars. A lot of the time, these are instant fixes to make someone feel like they're actually doing something worthwhile and moving forward in their life. And I could actually be a victim of that myself. But I do keep a journal, I do keep records, and I have got accurate data on making progress in all areas. So how does this relate to what this video is actually about? If you're one of those people that actually want to improve their life and take responsibility and take ownership of actually improving it, you have to really take time out to use the tools and exercises, do the journaling, do the analysis, have a look at the structures, the systems, the processes, the environment, who you spend time with, where you spend time, where you're putting your energy, to currently create the life that you have right now. Because the current life that you have right now is a constant creation. There are certain things that you're doing to keep it as it is, and if you want to make a change, you have to do something differently. But you don't want to use just a scattergun approach to making changes. You want to make it more deliberate. In any experiment, you want to make changes that you can actually measure the impact of those changes and see whether they're actually improving or not improving your life. And you can do that much more forcefully, much better, more consistently when you're in a support group, whether that's one-to-one coaching with someone who knows how to reflect back what's actually happening, or in a small group. The importance of support is probably one of the areas where I've realized most that community and connection is probably the biggest important thing right now. And if you can find the right community, right connection, it will ease the pain and the trauma that you might be going through, whether it's financial, relationships, health, and keep you focused on improving that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these notes that I've shared here. As I said, it's very loose notes, and the takeaway is, If you can start collecting data and information of how you're currently creating your life right now, when you do attend any type of workshop or seminar, and you're going through the process of having a look at where you can actually make changes, that's what's going to make the difference. So start right now. Do the exercise, the balance wheel. It only takes 10 minutes to do. Do some journaling, make some notes, ask yourself, how am I currently creating my life and what can I change to improve my life? And that's really what this is about. Okay, let me get this typed up, and I will share it in an article and post the link onto the Facebook to the article as well. Take care.